How's it going, Point Loma? I'm Katie Seals.
And I'm Kaylin McMacken, and you're watching Loma Sports Tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Loma Sports Tonight,
Your #1 place for all your PLNU sports news.
Point Loma's baseball team opened up a 3-game series against University of British Columbia this afternoon in dramatic fashion. The Sea Lions were down 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning, but Preston Sands tripled in a pair of runs and then scored a few plays later to give Loma the lead. UBC tied the game in the top of the 8th, but a wild pitch in the bottom of the inning scored Ryan Garcia for the game-winning run. Senior Garrett Leveson pitched 7 strong innings, giving just 3 runs against 7 strikeouts. The Sea Lions improved 2-5 with the win. The men play UBC tomorrow at 2 p.m. and then again Saturday at 1. After an up-and-down first season in the Pac-West Conference, the Sea Lions have added a batch of talented youngsters. Loma Sports Tonight reporter Greta Wall found out just what the team is expecting this season.
PLNU's 2014 baseball season is in full swing, and head coach Joe Schaefer is optimistic for this year's team that includes quite a handful of new recruits.
We got a pretty good team. We got a great mix of young guys and old guys, so we're trying to get the two of those classes to mesh together and learn how to play together. We have pretty good leadership out of the older guys, so we're trying to help those guys develop into quality leaders and captains and help the younger guys kind of become what we need them to be by the end of the season.
Schaefer is stressing consistency in practice. The first few games have given him some insight into where the team needs to improve.
The talent is there, there's no doubt. For us, it's just mental toughness, and part of that is having younger players on the field, learning how to compete for 9 straight innings, and learning how to win a 1-run ball game, which we finally did last game of this series. So it's just learning how to be tough and how to grind out 9 straight innings and not just go ahead early and expect it to be enough.
Leadership is key for the team this year. With so many fresh faces on the field, veterans need to be there to guide the younger players through the world of college baseball. This year's baseball team is one full of young recruits. Head coach Joe Schaefer is looking to his seniors Garrett Leveson, Tyler Norgren, and Clint Harwick to lead those young guys to victory in their second season in the NCAA. Senior pitcher Garrett Leveson has changed from being a closing pitcher last season to a starting pitcher this year.
I guess I've been a starter before, so it wasn't that big of a deal trying to go back into it, but it definitely, I think it takes a little bit more leadership being a starter than a closer.
This season's pitching staff is small, but filled with the talent needed to succeed.
We have good bullpen guys. We do have some guys hurt right now, but once they come back, it's going to make it that much better. I think our key right now is having our starters go as late into the games as possible.
Schaefer is looking to his pitching staff to be an anchor for the team throughout each game.
Our pitching staff's kind of our strength, I think, and they've had some really struggles, but they're going to be the strength over the course of the season. We have senior Garrett Leveson, a couple younger pitchers in sophomore Garrett Gooding, freshman Kellen Shepard, freshman Kevin Lillicrop. Those 4 starting arms are about as good as it gets in the conference, so we know we're going to be in every game because of them.
And just like every other season, the team's end goal is a championship. Greta Wall, Loma Sports Tonight.
The women's basketball team just wrapped up their game against Hawaii Pacific in Golden Gymnasium. The ladies took down HPU 81-78, led by Jessica Escorza, who finished the night with 25 points. Abby Borman had a double-double of 13 points and 10 rebounds. On Tuesday night, the ladies dominated Chaminade in a game that was about as close as the Super Bowl was. Escorza led the team with 19 points to go along with 6 rebounds. The senior hasn't missed a beat since returning a week ago from her knee injury. Every Sea Lion on the roster scored in this one as PLNU cruised past the Silver Swords 87-51. It was their biggest blowout of the season.
The men's basketball team is battling Hawaii Pacific over in Golden Gymnasium at this very moment. Point Loma is training at the half but could be looking to make a comeback. On Tuesday, the Sea Lions notched another huge upset win at home, this time against second-place Chaminade. Though they led by just 2 points at halftime, Point Loma turned on the gas in the second half and beat the Silver Swords 83-62. Hayden Lesko had a huge night, leading the Sea Lions with 30 points, his second highest total of the season. The men and women will host BYU Hawaii this Saturday, followed by a trip to longtime rival Azusa Pacific a week later. Then February 26th, the team will host their regular season final against Cal Baptist. That game will be broadcast live on Point TV, so make sure to tune in.
The women's golf team teed off this week in their first tournament of 2014. After a strong fourth-place finish at the NCCAA National Championships in October, the Sea Lions looked to come out strong in their spring debut. Loma hosted the Super San Diego Championship Monday and Tuesday at the Riverwalk Golf Course in Mission Valley. The Sea Lions held a 7-shot lead after Monday's first round, shooting a score of 308. But Tuesday, the Sea Lions shot a 318 to fall back into third place in just 4 strokes out of first. They finished with a score of 626 overall. Pac-West Conference rival Cal Baptist won the tournament with a 2-round score of 622. Lee University of Tennessee finished second with 625. Junior Andrea Mercino led the Sea Lions with a 2-round score of 155. She also tied for 9th individually out of 93 golfers. Let's take a look at how the rest of the Sea Lions finished. Kathleen Crossley tied for 11th with a score of 156. Alyssa Arito and Annika Nusianen tied for 18th, while Mariah Fuller tied for 30th. The ladies will return to action February 24th at the Cal Baptist Invite up in Riverside.
The women's track team kicked off their 2014 campaign Saturday with the annual Green, Gold, and Old meet. Head coach Jerry Arvin split the squad into 2 teams, a green team and a gold team, but the old team of PLNU alumni dominated the competition, winning all 8 events. Some of the alumnus in attendance included Hall of Famers Marty Hockney, Jessica Mercado, as well as former All-Americans Tori Anderson, Jeff Hester, and Sean Lewis. The meet was scored decathlon style, with points awarded by time or distance in an event rather than by place. In the end, the old team won by more than 5,000 points. Coach Arvin says, "We are still getting used to just having the girls out there, but so far it's working very well, and the girls are working very hard this year."
It was a great day. It's what it's all about. We started off with a lot of fun, ended with a barbecue, and took care of everybody, and it turned out to be, I thought, really a nice day, and the kids had a good time, and the alumni that were here had a great time. So that's what we want in the sport. It's an enjoyable thing as well as competitive.
The ladies return to action February 22nd when they travel up to Claremont, California for the Rossi Relays.
Coming up on Loma Sports tonight, we'll recap the rugby club's beatdown of a longtime rival.
Plus, a look back at how our fall sports finished at Nationals.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Parents sure have their hands full, and they could use an extra hand. Now, every state offers free or low-cost health insurance for your sports hero or budding artist. Kids up to age 19 can get checkups, doctor and dentist visits, hospital care, prescriptions, and more. Your child may qualify based on your family size and income. It's one less thing to worry about. Call or go online for more information.
Over the weekend, Point Loma's rugby club took on Biola, and it was a game that could not be missed. The game started off with Point Loma stealing a line out from Biola, which led to the first score of the game by Judd Aguilar. The Sea Lions never looked back, scoring 9 tries, 4th in the first half and 5 in the second. But the offense wasn't the only bright spot on the field. The team maintained a defensive shutout during the entire game. This flurry of offense was led by juniors Judd Aguilar, Alex Blair, and David Barber, as well as senior Sam Bravo. In the second half, Bravo lowered his shoulder and forced his way into the end zone. After an offload from Bravo, Blair broke away and showed off his speed for the try. On defense, Barber and freshman Joel Forney were laying down the law. The final score was a mind-blowing 59-0. The game was by far the best show of offense and defense the club has displayed this season. Their record is now 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie. The men are set to take on Cal Lutheran this weekend.
Sea Lion tennis brought their A game to a tough string of matches over the last couple days. In the season opener, the men's team lost 4-5 in an intense match against Azusa Pacific last Friday. The women's team also lost to APU 4-5 in an equally exciting match. Their first matches this week were on Tuesday in a crosstown matchup against UC San Diego. Doubles teams for the men, Brooks Baldinger and Mikey Zablon, were on fire with an 8-5 win later in the day. Unfortunately, the team did not come out on top, losing 7-2 in that matchup. The women's team lost their matchup against UCSD 3-6. The Sea Lions are heading to Phoenix to battle Sonoma State tomorrow.
The women's volleyball team ended their season as the NCCAA National Champions. The ladies defeated Azusa Pacific in a 4-set win on December 7th to clinch the title. The team left nationals with a perfect 6-0 record, dropping just 2 sets the whole week. The ladies finished the year 30-7, the best since they won 35 games in 2001. Hitter Alyssa Dwyer was named MVP of the tournament and was a dominant force for the Sea Lions in all 6 games. Setter Savannah Wiedermeyer was named the 2013 NCCAA Player of the Year. Both women were also named NCCAA First Team All-Americans. The team finished second in the Pac-West Conference standings, captured the NCCAA West Regional, and won 11 straight games during conference play.
Meanwhile, on the pitch, the women's soccer team came just short of clinching their own NCCAA national title. The ladies took on Azusa Pacific in the semifinals on December 6th, losing 2-0 and ending the 2013 season. The Sea Lions had previously beat APU twice, but the third time wasn't a charm. Point Loma had shut out the Cougars in the 2 previous matchups between the Pac-West rivals. Going into the tournament, the Sea Lions were the number 7 seed. They played a scoreless draw against Grayson shutout Judson 3-0 to clinch a spot in the semifinals. The ladies finished the year 12-8-1 overall and 7-4-1 in conference.
Families and professional athletes gathered from around San Diego Saturday at Point Loma Nazarene University for the 5th annual Superfest. The event was hosted by the Rock Church and included clinics, games, giveaways, and prizes. Family and friends were able to hear and interact with personal testimony from both PLNU athletes and local professional athletes on how they live their lives on and off the field as followers of Jesus Christ.
The past few months have seen some incredible performances by many of our student athletes.
Ricky Zollinger has the latest on which Sea Lions have set themselves apart on the court, field, and the track.
What's up, Point Loma? I'm Ricky Zollinger, and these are your Sea Lion standouts. For the second week in a row, Point Loma's own Kellen Shepard was named the Pacific West Conference Freshman of the Week. Shepard picked up this latest honor after earning his first collegiate win on the road against 14th-ranked Cal State Monterey Bay. Shepard pitched the first 6 innings, allowing 5 hits and 2 runs, including 5 punchouts. This was Point Loma's first baseball victory of the season. Hayden Lesko put up 30 points to lead Point Loma men's basketball to an 83-62 upset over second-place Chaminade this past week. Lesko went 11 of 15 from the field and a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He also added 2 assists, 4 rebounds, and 5 steals from Point Loma, which is now 3 straight games, 3 straight games, and 4 of their last 5. Lesko averages about 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Westcote is shooting 50% from the field and is ranked 6th in the Pac-West in points per game. In women's basketball, Abby Boardman has been awarded Pacific West Conference Defensive Player of the Week for the 3rd straight week and 4th overall. Boardman has been a consistent force for the Sea Lions women's basketball team in the paint this year and has helped lead PLNU to a pair of wins as she averaged nearly 16 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals per game. She has recorded double-digit rebounds in 7 of the last 8 games and has at least 1 block in every game this season. She leads the Pac-West with 66 rejections on the season and a stunning 26 more than second place. Well, that's all the time we have for Sea Lions Standouts. I'm Ricky Zollinger.
That's all the show we have for tonight, Point Loma. I'm Katie Seals.
And I'm Kaylin McMacken. Be sure to tune in February 26th to watch PLNU basketball live on Point TV. Good night and go Sea Lions.